Hi, this is Michelle Williams, and you are tuned in to That Grape Juice.
Hello, That Grape Juice viewers. Today's guest has blessed us with her soulful voice for quite some time. Since then, she has taken her other talents and has showed it through acting, becoming an author, and even interviews. Now she can be seen on Lifetime's Wrath, a Seven Deadly Sins story, premiering on April 16th. Please help me in welcoming the uber talented and beautiful Michelle Williams. How are you this morning?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I am well. So
Good.
I watched the movie last night. I thoroughly enjoyed it. You play attorney Chastity Jeffries. How did this role come your way?
Wow. It came my way through one of the producers, Derek Williams, and no relation, by the way. So my cousin didn't hook me up with a movie. I don't want nobody thinking that. But even if they did, it's my business. I'm just playing. No, but we just happen to have the same last name. His name is Derek Williams, and he sent me the script, and I was like, wow. Okay, let's go for it. But I didn't know how I was going to do it because of a project that was kind of overlapping a little bit. But we made it happen, and I'm so glad that I pushed through, and was like, yeah, let's do this.
Absolutely. And I was really impressed with the character. She's strong, she's an attorney, she's independent, foolishness. I noticed that you got a little, physical. You had a few fighting scenes. What was it like preparing and filming those scenes?
It was awesome. We had coaches on site, martial arts instructors, stunt coordinators. So we weren't just out there, doing stuff, and so I'm really happy that the professionals were on site.
Right. What was your favorite part about filming the entire movie?
I fell in love with Vancouver again. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty here. And my co-star, Antonio Cupo, is brilliant, really good to work with. And of course, when Miss Tina showed up, it was like, oh my gosh, it was like someone showing up somewhere who knows you. Right. And that's such a good feeling. And so when it was time to film, we just got to it because we know each other.
Right.
And so that was really cool. That was probably my favorite moments.
Awesome. I see you, and I've always felt this way. You are such a pleasant individual. Have you ever faced wrath from someone? Have you ever faced an Xavier in your life? And if you have, how did you deal with it?
Oh, thank God I have not faced an Xavier in my life. But we all can have some anger. Now, wrath is a different level of anger, right. But I'm sure a lot of us have been close to wrath. I don't think I've been close to wrath, but, oh yes, I have one time. Literally one time about, 8 years ago. Oh. And that's a different level. It's a different level, but it was someone who used to work for me, and I kind of felt betrayed, right? Oh. So, but as far as in a romantic situation, no.
Well, as far as you talking about somebody taking advantage of your kindness, they always say it's always the nice ones. When you finally take advantage of them, it's always they're the ones you need to watch out for. So, yeah, don't mess around.
Don't mess, because it's like, people think because, like you said, Michelle, you're so kind and pleasant. There are those who take advantage of your kindness, your pleasantness, like, oh, that's just so-and-so. They're not going to do nothing. And then when you blow up, ain't it something how they become the victim? Right. So I'm like, no, we not. Let's sit in the hot seat of accountability. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I found that in my life that I extend grace to those who can hold some accountability and responsibility for their actions. And I pray that they do the same for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So going back to you being such a pleasant individual, you have turned your checking in book into a podcast, an interview series. How does it feel to be such a light, such an inspiration to others who have dealt with depression?
I just knew that I wanted to make impact and have influence with my life somehow. And with my life, there are many lessons and stories that I'm like, I've overcome some things, and that's just what I wanted to do, was to help somebody. There are people who, thank God social media gives you access to people to where you can just DM them a question, especially if you're in some type of distress. And so I even try to take some of those questions and put them in my podcast so that people can know I see you, listen to this podcast, and prayerfully something is said that keeps you going.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. Have there been any, one experience that you have had with an individual where it's like, oh my gosh, this was so worth it? Or have you had many of those encounters?
A few encounters where people are like, Michelle, I listened to something you said, or I came to see an event that you were at. And to me, what really inspires me to keep talking about depression and anxiety are those who have considered suicide but decided not to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that really keeps me to not dilute my story either.
Right. Mm-hmm. Sounds great. Now I want to jump into something that you do and that we really know you for, music. So you have always stuck to the genre of Christian gospel music, but I love the detour you took sonically with Unexpected. A decade plus later, and I tell you no lie, We Break the Dawn is still one of my favorite songs of all time. I tell you, I love the melody of that song. I love your voice on the song. It's just, I love that. It's a perfect pop jam to me.
Yeah.
Yes. So with that being said, we haven't seen an album, a solo project since 2014's Eternity to Freedom. Mm-hmm. Can we expect a solo project in the future or a one-off single?
Mm-hmm. Kind of working on some type of EP or something, possibly. I don't know when. I haven't started recording, but at least I've gotten to the place where I'm talking to an actual company about it. So okay. I've gotten that far.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself sticking to the genre of gospel, or could you see trap tinge Michelle Williams song?
You know good well, don't nobody want to see no trap. although I feel I've got some, ratchetry in me. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've been so inspired by all type of things sonically, and I'm the type that when I'm inspired by something sonically, I do it.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see. Who are y'all liking nowadays over there at Grape Juice?
Well, we love Doja Cat. We love Normani, Summer Walker.
Mm-hmm.
The greats, of course, like Mariah Carey and, others. There's just so many.
Janet.
Oh, we love Janet.
Y'all look. Me too.
She is.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right.
It would be remiss of me if I did not ask this question. The masses were introduced to you through Destiny's Child. Mm-hmm. Now, when the trinity of you left us, it was Destiny Fulfilled. That's it, done. Last album. But me and the rest of the fans, we're salivating for the three of you ladies to get back together. And whenever the three of you come together, whether it's a Super Bowl, whether it's a Stellar Awards, whether it's Coachella, we love to see the three of you together. If the three of you were to come back together, what would an album from the three of you sound like, or what would a tour look like from the three of you?
Okay. Well, I can confidently say that we have been working on a master plan to reunite.
Yes.
For dinner. So,
You had my heart racing just now.
I got you. Crazy thing is, we had dinner a couple times last week, and I was like, yeah, that's the only thing we talk about is, girl, what y'all want to eat next time? So, but to answer the question, as far as, we haven't talked about that, okay. So I don't know what it would sound like, what it would, each of us have gone on so many cool journeys sonically, but that hasn't been talked about. And right now, that's the only thing we reunite is for plans to hang out again. So,
well, I will respectfully take that because you all operate like a steel vault over there, so nothing leaks out. So we will accept that. But before I let you go, what's next for Michelle Williams? You are acting in movies, you did Broadway, you've done so many different things. What's next on your master plan? What else can we get from you from the future?
To keep doing more of what y'all have been seeing. Sometimes people are saying, what's next? And it's like, I'm still feeling good right up in here. Right. So I want to continue doing more of that. I want to continue to expand everything in the talk space. Great things are happening there. So many, I'm having a lot of impact over there in the space of being a public speaker, an author, a podcast host. So that's where I'm at right now. And when cool things come about, like movies and, that feel right to me, I will definitely do it. Doing this film definitely gave me a film bug. Right. I'm known for being the theater girl, but the film side of things, I was like, this is pretty cool. I'd love to do more of that.
That's amazing, and we look forward to more from you.
Thank you.
Yes, and on that note, we thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. It was such a treat.
Y'all already know, y'all have my love, and thank you for loving on me.
Absolutely, you're amazing. But I truly mean that. I'm not just saying that because
Chet, thank you so much. Thank you.